This is a spot right here. And George's body was laid out here. His head was being on here. And this is right where Trayvon was going on him MMA style, like this.
That's George Zimmerman's friend, Frank Taffy. I was back at the scene with him and him trying to describe this MMA-style attack. Natalie, what do you think of all this talk about this MMA-style attack?
Well, as we know, George Zimmerman was the one that took MMA classes, and he took them 3 days a week for 3 hours a day. So I think that the jury will consider who really was the person that was doing an MMA-style holds or attack.
I don't think that has anything to do with who the initial aggressor is. And that's what this case is about. We keep going off on a lot of different tangents and keep getting sucked into things that aren't important. Who attacked who first? How did that occur? And who was the initial aggressor?
Well,
that means not guilty, though. But that's not guilty. If we can't figure it out, the prosecution has not proven their case beyond a reasonable doubt, and George Zimmerman must, under Florida law, not may, but must be found not guilty.
That presupposes that circumstantial evidence isn't just as good as direct evidence. No, we don't have an eyewitness who sees who was the initial aggressor, but the prosecution has a lot of evidence in their case that demonstrates who the aggressor was. It was George Zimmerman who profiled Trayvon Martin. Got out of the car with a loaded gun, pursued him, pulled out that gun. So, I mean, I don't think that we don't know what happened. We certainly might have to make some deductions based on circumstantial evidence.
Those are speculation. It's not deduction. It's speculation.
And as the defense is cross-examining and pointing holes, every one of those holes is potential reasonable doubt for the defendant, which always goes to the defendant.
But the prosecution doesn't have to prove that. Told us who started this fight. Rachel Gentile said she was on the phone with Trayvon. She heard Zimmerman confront Trayvon, and she heard Trayvon say, "Get off." Everyone wants to discount.
She's also not been the most credible person.
We've heard inconsistency from everybody on here.
Then we have to treat them all the same. You can't say one is not and one is the other.
But you know the jury instruction will say that you can believe some of what they say, all of what they say, or discount it all. I think this jury will believe Rachel Gentile.
But what do questions lead to? Reasonable doubt.
Absolutely. I don't know.
All right.
Possibilities.
Our jury's got a tough task tonight, Ryan.
Oh, a really big one. You know, they're making a lot of sounds, comments over here. They want to speak, and you will get a chance. That's why they're laughing. You will get a chance to speak when we get out to that recreated shooting scene. They've got questions. Hopefully our experts have answers.
This case is full of consistencies. George Zimmerman did everything right. He cooperated with the police, called the police, took the police on the reenactments. The lead detective says he wasn't deceptive. The lead detective tried to challenge him. Zimmerman comes out with, thank God it was videotaped. The prosecution's case is really in trouble here. They've got to do a lot to save it.